As I look around the world, all I see is death and destruction, and I sense a great loss within me in realizing where this world is headed and the effects it will have on the lives of the children left here to face it all. What will be left for them? I have spent most of my life believing in one thing after another, only to finally realize my beliefs have kept me from seeing what is really here and what's really happening in my world. And I find myself in a place of reckoning, a place to reckon with myself for all that I have accepted and allowed myself to count on, to depend on, and to rely on, in a false expectation of passing the mess of this world onto someone other than myself. I've spent my whole life seeking attention as a way of making myself feel accepted and appreciated, when all along I've never even known who I was or what I was accepting and allowing to exist within myself. I sense that I want to cry. I want to run away. However, I've been running from myself all my life, and there is no escaping self. The only thing I can do is to stop myself, and I'm seeing that even that is not so easy, as the mind consciousness system resonant patterns that I have accepted and allowed to exist within me for so long still have their hold in directing me. I have moments of self-direction within self-honesty, and I have been walking a path of self-forgiveness and self-honesty for some 2.5 years, thanks to the provided tools from Destiny Universe. I wouldn't change 1 minute of my experience within what their tools have offered me, yet still I am aware of my own shortcomings within applying myself within the principle of equality. In becoming equal to all that is here, I am aware of the great task before us all. It is becoming more and more apparent to me that in order for this world to change, it will require great devastation. This is not easy to accept, and in realizing this, a deep sadness exists within me. I become exasperated in seeing the abuse of animals and children, hell of all of humanity, and realizing no one really seems to care until it befalls upon them. I cannot understand how anyone can still believe in a God, because clearly there isn't one. The only way I could ever believe in God again would be to completely fool myself for the sake of feeling better, and what good is that? No one continues to feel better anyway, as that's just a moment lost in an energetic resonance that will fade, just as love fades. And the proof of that love is not real is that it fades. You can think you love someone, but the moment they make the wrong move or they say the wrong thing, that love is destroyed. So how can love be real? You say you love your children, yet plenty have denied that very love when their child behaves differently from what they were taught. Love is manipulation, it seems, of the worst kind, because man cannot be trusted with love, because we can't trust ourselves. Which is why man puts his trust into believing in a God, because he can't trust himself. It seems we're breaking our own hearts here. There's no one to blame but ourselves. It's truly going to take every single being in existence to face themselves within self-forgiveness and self-honesty, and most have no real clue what that means. What is it to face self within self-honesty? It's to stop all the bullshit that we accept and allow, including believing in God and heaven, and love, faith, and hope, and most are not willing at this point to give those up. When one looks at self within self-honesty, they can see that believing in such has not assisted this world. It seems it will take great despair to stop what has been passed down from generation to generation. Since the beginning of mankind, we've cycled and cycled in patterns of accepted and allowed abuse of ourselves as one another, all for the sake of fame and money. When is it going to be enough? We have accepted and allowed our own fate, and nature in the animal kingdom has had enough, as have I. There is extreme importance in stopping our participation within our thoughts, feelings, and our emotions and our reactions, because our participations as them is what keeps us stuck in our patterns of abuse that manifest here within our world. Participating within your mind of thoughts makes you the slave in your own illusion, yet we can't even see this happening because we won't for a second see the common sense that our world is the words of our thoughts and the words that we speak. When one realizes our participations within thoughts, feelings, and emotions and our words are playing out before our eyes, one begins to question the very foundation within which the lies of this world have been built. There is a very serious situation occurring amongst us, and we're hardly even noticing because we're too busy within the party of the mind. We have to face the facts that we've never experienced ourselves as real. We have to begin to apply self-forgiveness within looking and self-honesty at what we have willingly accepted and allowed to exist within this world. People everywhere fight daily for the means to survive, and a child dies from hunger every 5 seconds. The principles of this world is based upon money and greed within our hopes of surviving, instead of applying the principle of equality within self-honesty and seeing that we are all equal to what is here. If you are born and breathe, you have the right to eat, you have the right to clothe yourself, and to have a place to rest, to live. How is it that we never agreed that all should be provided for with an equal money system? Never mind about all the labels of societies that we have placed, for example, communism, socialists. All those labels represent dishonesty and cannot be used as an excuse as to why an equal money system won't work. We have to redefine ourselves as the words we speak and stop all the beliefs around the words that we use. I see little enjoyment in this world except within moments spent with children and animals as they express themselves in self-honesty. I am aware, though, of how I still have this resonance existing within me that longs for an escape into a mindful bliss of an experience, and I stop and I forgive myself and breathe in self-forgiveness and breathe out self-honesty within this moment here. We have to apply ourselves in a way that mankind has never even considered, which is self-honesty and self-forgiveness. Stop asking for forgiveness and forgive yourself. Then forgiveness as all equally will begin to manifest within self and within this world. I cannot tell you that this is an easy path. However, the path of self-honesty holds the expression of self in its unfolding. Stand up. Support an equal money system.